It started with one sound. A sound that no one expected to hear that night, yet it changed everything. A faint cry, a muffled call for help, and then, silence. Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to Starverse channel. Tonight, we dive into a story that has left fans trembling, tears falling quietly behind their screens. A story that shows not the glamour of fame, but the fragile, human side behind the spotlight. This is the night Shu Kai fell, and the world seemed to stop with him. It was supposed to be an ordinary evening, just another peaceful ride. Shu Kai, the ever-graceful actor known for his charm and calm, had decided to take a short break from filming. The stress, the endless schedules, the noise of fame, it was all becoming too heavy. So he did what he often did when his mind grew loud. He escaped to the open air. He took his bike, smiled at the sky, and whispered softly, "Just me and the road tonight." But destiny had written something else. The soft hum of the wind brushed against his hair as he cycled through the quiet streets. The city lights shimmered behind him, the cool night air wrapping around his skin. For a moment, Shu Kai looked free, completely at peace. And then, it happened. A sharp turn, a flicker of light, a scream. The world tilted, and Shu Kai fell, hard. His bike skidded, his body hit the cold pavement, and his breath stopped for a split second. The stars above him blurred into white streaks. The silence that followed was deafening. Moments later, a figure appeared, a young woman, beautiful yet trembling with fear. It was Tan Songyun, his co-star, his close friend, the one person who truly understood the weight he carried every day. She ran to him, her voice shaking as she cried out, "Shu Kai. Kai, can you hear me?" No answer, only stillness. Her hands, trembling, reached for his face. Cold, too cold. Her tears fell instantly, blurring her vision as she tried to call for help. In that moment, all the cameras, all the fans, all the noise of fame disappeared. There was only her and him. People soon gathered. Someone shouted for an ambulance. Someone else tried to stop the bleeding from his arm. But Tan Songyun, she couldn't move. Her eyes locked on Shu Kai's pale face. She whispered, almost like a prayer, "Please, not like this." The sirens broke the silence. Shu Kai was lifted into the ambulance, with Tan Songyun by his side, her hand never letting go of his. The world outside had no idea what had just happened. But within hours, social media exploded. Photos leaked. A blurry image of Shu Kai on the ground, another of Tan Songyun crying beside him. Fans panicked. The hashtag #PrayForShukai trended instantly across platforms. Messages poured in from every corner of the world. "Please, let him be okay. He's been pushing himself too hard. He doesn't deserve this." The agency released a statement later that night. Actor Shu Kai is currently receiving medical treatment after a minor accident. Please do not worry. Minor accident. Those words felt hollow. Because for those who saw Tan Songyun's face, for those who heard her trembling voice on the phone recording that went viral later, it was anything but minor. That voice, raw, broken, and full of fear, echoed in everyone's heart. "Please, wake up, please, don't leave me like this." Hours turned into days. Shu Kai's condition remained private. Paparazzi camped outside the hospital, but Tan Songyun never left his side. She stayed by his bed, whispering stories, holding his hand, waiting. And then, one morning, a flicker of movement. His fingers twitched. His eyes opened, slowly. "Songyun," he whispered, his voice hoarse and barely there. Tears flooded her eyes instantly. She laughed through her sobs, clutching his hand tighter. "You scared me. You really scared me. You idiot." That moment, captured by someone from outside the room, spread like wildfire. Fans cried watching it. The world seemed to breathe again. Shu Kai was alive. But what happened after was even more emotional. In his first public message, Shu Kai didn't talk about his injury. He didn't talk about pain or fear. He talked about gratitude. "To those who prayed for me, to those who waited, thank you. I realize that sometimes we run so fast chasing perfection that we forget how fragile life can be. I fell, but I learned to stand again, not just with strength, but with love." Those words pierced hearts. Even Tan Songyun commented beneath his post, "You stood up, but this time, let me walk beside you." That single sentence made the internet melt. Thousands of fans began shipping them again, calling their bond unbreakable. But beyond the romance, beyond the rumors, what touched everyone most was the humanity. Shu Kai, the actor who always smiled in public, who never showed weakness, finally showed the world that he was human too. And Tan Songyun, often seen as the cheerful one, showed the depth of her care, the kind that doesn't need words to prove its sincerity. In one press conference weeks later, Shu Kai appeared again, walking slowly but with a calm smile. When asked about the accident, he simply said, "Pain is a reminder that we are still alive. But sometimes, it's the people who stay beside you in pain who make life worth living." And as he turned to the camera, his gaze softened, almost as if speaking directly to her. The hall fell silent. Reporters didn't know what to say. Even through the lights and cameras, there was something sacred in that silence. Something real. Fans flooded social media again. Shu Kai is not just an actor. He's a survivor. Tan Songyun is the definition of loyalty. They are what true friendship, and maybe love, looks like. But beyond all the words, what remained was the image of that night. The fall. The silence. The tears. And then, the hand that refused to let go. Sometimes, fate writes its own script. One where the brightest stars fall, only to shine even stronger when they rise again. And maybe, just maybe, this was that kind of story. So, drama lovers, what do you think? Was this accident a painful twist of fate, or a reminder from the universe that even stars need rest? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to stay tuned, because in this world of drama and destiny, stories like this are never truly over. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep your eyes on the stars.